Good morning and welcome to Whenever You Are. I am Bandit Haze, and today I'm going to be talking about driving. Now, you've probably heard about road rage when people all of a sudden flip out and start shouting obscenities from their car. Well, I'm from London. We just call that normal. In fact, I think from next year you won't be able to pass your driving test unless you use at least 5 different swear words. But I want to talk about driving because I've got a lot of experience on the road, you know, from motorbikes to cars, and I'm not out here trying to say that I'm the best driver in the world or anything like that, but some people I've come across are so bad, the only thing they can drive is everyone else crazy. Now look, I'm not suggesting that there's some kind of science behind this or whatever, but in my experience, the vast majority of foolishness that I've seen on the road involved BMW drivers. And I know it's not just me. Loads of people that I've spoken to said the same thing. BMW drivers are the worst. I've been rear-ended by BMW drivers. They're constantly acting like maniacs on the road, and they don't seem to understand that when I signal to change lanes, that doesn't mean speed up and try to beat me to it. I don't know what it is about a BMW that makes their drivers want to act stupid. Maybe it's because they build so many safety features in them that people forget that you still actually have to be able to drive. And the shame of it is that they actually make pretty good cars, and truth be told, I would not mind owning a Beamer. But now I'm thinking, like, if I get one, do I somehow turn into some kind of asshole? Do I all of a sudden turn into one of these people that drive at 30 miles per hour on the walk path? And you just go once who would drive at 60 plus miles per hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Now look, if you're going a little bit over the speed limit, then you know, whatever, right? But when you're that much over the speed limit, then you really need to slow down, because if we get stopped by the police, I cannot help you. But speaking of women, there is that old debate about who are the better drivers, men or women. And the truth is neither, really. I mean, both men and women suck as much as each other when it comes to driving. But I do think men and women have different attitudes when it comes to accidents. Now, I am generalizing a little bit, and this is just based on my experience, but it seems to me that if a woman has the money to, she'll buy the biggest, baddest car she can. Matter of fact, let's just call it what it is. It's a tank. She would buy a tank to drive her 6-year-old son to school in. You'll see a tiny little woman who can barely see over the steering wheel driving at 5 miles per hour through town because she wants to keep her child safe. And you know that's the kid who's not allowed to play with other kids because they might have germs. He's not even allowed to play chess unless he's in full military body armor. But anyway, when it comes to men, most men don't really care too much about getting into a crash, just as long as A, it is clearly not their fault, and B, the other guy would also rather not call the insurance company. Now look, I'm not suggesting that anybody should be driving without insurance. That would be a sick bird. Illegal. But I'm just saying, if I'm in an accident and the other guy is like, hey man, sorry about that, it was totally my fault, here's my number, let me know what the repairs cost and I'll just give you the money, I just might take him up on that offer, because I know that if I call my insurance company to report it, next year I gotta pay more on the insurance. Now think about this. Why would anybody want to call their insurance company to tell them about an accident which then results in the customer having to pay more money next year when A, it wasn't that person's fault to begin with, and B, it didn't even cost the insurance company anything because the other company pays for it? That makes no sense at all. Insurance is one of the biggest scams around, especially cheap insurance, because you think you're getting a good deal, but you're not. Hey look, don't get me wrong, it is good to have insurance for certain things, but you best read the fine print, because on the surface they tell you, we cover this, we cover that, and we even cover the other thing. But then when you check way down in the terms and conditions, it says, well, you know, we only actually make a payout if the incident happens on a Wednesday between 5 and 6 p.m. and if it's raining, and if Beyonce is on the radio, and if you get attacked by zombies and abducted by aliens all at the same time. Listen, I'm not saying that you should lie to your insurance company, just saying the less you tell them, the better. But anyway, let me tell you about the worst accident I was in. So there's this time when I'm on a motorbike in heavy traffic and I'm filtering down on the side at about 10-ish miles per hour, maybe a little bit less. Then all of a sudden, this woman steps out from between 2 lorries. I try to stop, but it's already too late and I go smack straight into her. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground with my leg trapped under my bike. I'm in pain. brain. I'm still trying to process what just happened, and then eventually some people came over to help me up. Now you gotta understand, at that point I'm thinking, damn, I just hit somebody. Did I injure her? Is she dead? I don't know. I'm just about freaking out here. So I asked one of the guys who was helping me, where's the woman I hit? And he tells me, she's fine. She just went over the road to the shops. Really? So now I'm like, wait a minute, I'm on the ground with a motorbike on my leg, wondering if I just racked up my first confirmed kill. Meanwhile, she's totally fine and doesn't stop to think, hey, maybe I should check on him. Seriously, some people ain't got no manners. In fact, speaking of no manners, here's something else that I've noticed. With the exception of people who drive lorries, buses, or other large vehicles like that, I've noticed that the bigger the car, the more inconsiderate the driver. The amount of times people will park right in front of my porch, like on the pavement, right up to the porch, like what am I supposed to do, carry my car over the top? And by the way, I'm not saying that lorry drivers and bus drivers aren't inconsiderate, they're just a different type of inconsiderate, especially bus drivers. I mean, can you wait till I sit down before you start driving the bus? I'm trying to get to my seats, but first, do the Harlem Shake. And that is what I think of drivers. What do you think? Manual or automatic? Let me know down below, and if you liked this video, give it a like and share it amongst your friends. If you did not like it, then give it a dislike and share it amongst your enemies. You can check out more videos over here, gaming/vlog channel over there. Subscribe and follow me around the web over there. Hit that notification bell as well. All links in the description, but that is all for now. So thank you for watching, and until whenever, if ever, switch gear, sit scared, pedal to the floor.